Are you looking for a partner? Are you looking for a partner of the opposite gender? You definitely are. What should be your approach? You must be willing to do anything and everything under the sun that makes them like you. Absolutely not. The modern dating advice is absolutely ridiculous. I have reasons. It tells you to be everything that you're not. Everything that you're not. It talks about having a facade that this is who I am and I am this way for a reason. Please like me. It talks about validation, and that's the reason why the entire social media industry is thriving. Validation is the name of the game. But let me tell you what's the harm when you become someone, when you wear a facade in order to impress somebody of the opposite gender. The problem with that is there are three scenarios. You are playing a game. You are portraying yourself as someone you are not. The other person is being true to themselves and to you. You're playing the game, they are true to themselves. There is a clash, instant clash. Because, believe me or not, when you're trying to fool somebody, you're not fooling anybody, you're trying to fool yourself. They back off. Second scenario, you're playing the game and the other person is a bigger player than you. What happens? You lose at your own game. Scenario number 3, the ultimate scenario. You are true to yourself and the other person is also true to themselves and to you as well. What happens in that case? If it's a match, if you connect, you connect. If you don't, you don't. But there is no loss in between because you know who you are, you know what you want, and same for the other person. Compatibility is the name of the game. It's called compatibility for a reason. You call it emotional compatibility, likes and dislikes, lifestyle compatibility. There's a billion things that you should know. But the thing is, you cannot fake it because, as I said, when you fake it, you're faking it only for yourself, not for anybody in the world. And the biggest problem with the modern day dating, the pickup culture, not the hookup culture, the pickup culture, is that there's a certain code of conduct, especially for men. I'm a guy, so I'll talk from my side of the gender. It's said that a man is meant to be masculine. This is exactly where the entire video starts. The real crux of the video. A man must be masculine. They must not have emotions. Forget about displaying their emotions. Must not have emotions at all. No emotions. They must be masculine. They must have a cool body. They must be independent. And they must have a certain status in life and should not be a mama's boy. And all sorts of things. Should be a good father, a good husband, a good brother, a good employee, a good everything. Why do we have such standards? Why can't a man be aware of their emotions, be emotionally intelligent, express them once in a while, and because when that happens, they are also emotionally intelligent towards their partner's emotions. And I think uh, I've cracked the code. Women don't want all the XYZ things that are listed in a general scenario, that they want a big house, they want a big car. Those things are needed. Call it superficial or whatever you want to call it. But the real crux, the real foundation that a woman looks for in a man is empathy and communication. You must be able to communicate what's going on, and you must be able to grasp what's coming from the other side. Emotional intelligence, reading between the lines, being so evolved that you enter a room and without anybody speaking a word, you can sense the vibe, the energy, what's going on in everybody's mind. So, my advice to you is be who you are, be yourself, don't fall for the advices, either through books, through internet, or whatever. Have your own code of conduct, and at the end of the day, before being a man, you are a human, and humans are social animals. uh, One more thing that's very common in the modern day dating: men are told to play hard to get. You're interested in somebody and you're acting otherwise. What do you think is going to happen? You want something and you act like you don't want it. You're never going to get it, because that's the signal you're sending out in the universe and to that person. So if you want something, be absolutely shameless about it. My personal criteria: I like somebody, I like something about them, a shirt, t-shirt, the hairstyle, whatever, be it a guy or a girl. I just walk to them and I tell them, hey lady, nice shoes, or hey sir, I like your turban. What length is it? What material is it? I like your jacket, where do you get it from? It's absolutely normal, because your job is to communicate what you think. What they think of your communication is absolutely not your business. It's their department, leave it to them. They like it, cool. They don't like it, totally cool. And in most of the scenarios, people are actually dumbstruck. How can a stranger approach and talk to me? It works, and basically it's all in the head. You overthink, there's no need to overthink, and lot more to say, but not too many words for what's going on in my head. And let me tell you, for those of you who don't know, even if ladies are watching this video, we men have mood swings too, for n number of reasons. We have a heart, we have emotions, we have a lot of stuff that's going wrong. Doesn't necessarily have to be with our body, but mood swings are for real. They are unisex. It happens. And it's not very common for a man to talk about this. They know what it is, but they're like, I don't know, I don't feel good, mood kharab ho raha hai. So they'll go out, grab a drink, smoke, maybe watch porn, talk to a friend, or but they still won't admit it, even in front of their friends, that they are having a bad day. So it's absolutely normal. It happens to each and every one of us, irrespective of our age. For me personally, when I'm hungry, I'm angry, I'm hangry. Till the time I don't have food in my tummy, my mood is absolutely bad. So yes, mood swings.